You ask me what I'm sipping on and what are my dreams. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you, honey, it's only one thing. I'm sipping Crystal X on Cognac.
Okay, everybody, this is Seattle 206723 here with a Cognac review of the Hennessy Master Blenders number 2. I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick picture of that. That should focus in pretty well. We've done number 1. Again, this is one of the limited blends that are done by Hennessy. There, of course, was number 1. We've already done a review of that one, but this is number 2. And I'm going to read the back of the label for you. This one-of-a-kind cognac was aged in 100% young and coarse-grained French oak barrels. All Hennessy, pretty much all cognacs are done in French barrels, but this one is coarse and grained. It says it has hints of both vanilla and spicy aroma, and it's at 43%. Now, one of the big differences is that this particular one should have some licorice, some spice, and some clove and nutmeg to it as well. According to the site, you can go to hennessy.us and check it out. This one is unopened. This is bottle number 022868. And I also have another bottle. It's over here. This one is 023116. So, we'll open the one that's a little bit older. One that's got the dust on it. Some of you've seen my Twitter pictures. There was 3 of them. I gave 1 away. So, anyways, let's go ahead and crack this puppy open. See what she's got. Bada boom, bada bam. Break that seal all across here. Puppy off. And it's also got a little plastic seal there on the side, so that way you know what to expect. Just gonna put this off to the side here. Okay. Now, generally, a lot of times people will talk about letting some of these bottles sit and open up a little bit. Okay. That should be enough. Put it back on there. Get the bottle looking right. Alright. There we go. Give you a look at the color on that. That one's a little bit darker than the first one. As I remember when I looked at the, what's the name? Definitely got some legs standing up on there. See if you guys can get a little bit of that. There you go. See the legs there? Kind of glistening back and forth. So it's got a little bit of age to it. Give her a gentle stroll around. Okay. And I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, definitely get the licorice. No alcohol. Licorice, clove. There's definitely some vanilla in there. Okay. Let's give her a gentle stroll and on the palate. Okay. One more sip before I start going through the notes because it's still developing. So that one more here. Okay. What they did with this particular cognac is it's very well rounded. You can get the licorice. You get the spices that they wanted to develop through there. It's not a high spice. It's not a strong spice, but it's a rather pessimistic. The word pessimistic because it sticks around throughout the development of the tasting. Then you kind of get a little bit of the fruit develops in there as well, and then that licorice comes back. And what I mean by licorice, I'm talking that dark licorice, that kind of black licorice that you get. It's definitely got that there. So if you're a fan of licorice with a little bit of spice and very light on the sweetness, it's there. Then this is a perfect cognac for you. If that's your taste profile, if you like something with licorice, some dark licorice, hints of dark licorice, hints of spice. It's pessimistic all the way through. It's like that licorice and that spice goes back and forth. It's exactly what I'm getting here. Tad bit of sweetness, little bit of dry, not in a bad way. And also it's got a nice finish. It's lasting. This is still going. It could be that I haven't tasted the alcohol since last time. I've probably done it. Yeah, since last time I did a video. But it's still lasting. I can still taste that licorice and that pessimistic spice going back and forth. So I'm gonna say that finish is definitely long in this one. I'm trying to find that nutmeg in here. It's kind of like a house blend. You kind of get some of the same house blend notes from Hennessy. Definitely tell it's their house. Definitely tell that it's a Hennessy made cognac with their spice. One more sip. Finish this off. Probably about 100 calories there. Okay. Once that set around a little bit longer, its sweetness started to develop a little bit more. And that licorice. And that spice. Definitely there. So you get the sweetness. It's definitely there. There's that nutmeg now on the back. Okay, so it's there as well. So, what am I going to rate this? What am I going to call this Hennessy? As far as my taste profile, I'm neutral on it. I tend to like the exos with the cocoa, the wild spice, and the jam fruit. But This definitely's got some of that sweetness there. It's in the opening development of the testing. Is where you can get it. I'd advise you let it sit for 5 minutes. Just don't open it and pop it and drink it. But for the sake of this review, that's what I did. Also, there was a couple people that asked me to do this review, so I'm doing it for you. I like the development on it. I like the roundedness, the profiles, the way the licorice comes back with that pessimistic spice, and the sweetness develops up front. Definitely more distinct than the number one. So I'm going to give this one a 89 out of 100. So that's like an A. It's $79.99 or $89.99 retail, depending on where you're at. Is it worth it to have? Yeah, it's a definitely be a good cognac to try. And definitely get you some more experience for newbies and stuff like that. This is for everybody. I mean, if you're a newbie, pick it up. If you're, you know what I'm saying, OG, pick it up. If you're a tester, you know, someone that's reviewing and like cognacs, pick it up. You're not gonna go wrong with it. You're gonna like the well balanced, rounded approach that they did this one, because the taste profiles are very pronounced. Like I said, they're pessimistic. They stick around. So, very well done. Definitely will be saving and putting this one away with these two. I'll keep this one open and around, and if some people come around, I definitely will pour them a glass of it and see what they thought of it. This is Seattle 206723, and I'm out.